Everybody I think that's watching this show have probably been in a situation where they've had a parent that's told them, young woman or young guy, I don't want you to see that person. And the more they tell you they don't want you to see that person, what do?
The more you try to go see him.
Y'all done told a man, now the man went and got a fiance. Y'all keep talking to the man, she's in the commercial. I get it. I get it. You don't want the man to be taken advantage of. Nobody does. And hopefully Coach Prime is able to say, bro, you love this woman. I'm happy for you. But just protect yourself. Protect your wealth down the road. But y'all don't dictate anything. And the more y'all don't see it, the more, and I get it. Yeah, I would have thought she see everybody else standing. She's still sitting down. I saw Coach Prime was hugging his mom, and he asked her to stand up. Maybe she don't know what she don't know. But I just thought that, hey, I see everybody else take their hat off. Hell, I'm going to take my hat off too. I see everybody else stand. I'm going to stand. That's just me, Ocho. I'm not saying everybody, and sometimes the mistake that we make is that we think everybody sees things as we do.
Yeah.
But guys, y'all got to let the man make his mistakes. He'll figure it out, hopefully sooner than later. But he loves this woman. This is not an act.
Yeah.
And y'all not going to, if y'all think y'all talking about the man, he told y'all he does stuff now to tick y'all off. He told you that. So the more y'all try to pull them apart, all it does is drive them closer together. Look, I want the young man to be happy. I know a guy that does the same thing. I ain't gonna let y'all. That's why I have my dog at the dinner table. Y'all ain't finna run ish over here. And guess what? I bought some Lululemon and aloe. That's a size smaller than what I normally get. And I'm gonna wear it. Cause y'all don't run nothing but y'all mouth. Y'all try to run y'all worried about that man relationship. And I guarantee you 75% of you got effed up relationships.
Yeah, matter of fact.
Y'all worried about something. Ocho, I just read a study. A lot of women get divorced only to be involved with a married man. Make it make sense.
Hold on.
Stop trying to tell people what to do. Guys, I want Travis Hunter to do the best that he possibly can. I want him to be smart. And he's about to come into more money than he ever dreamed of. More than he ever dreamed of. And I want him to protect himself. But guys, y'all can't try to guilt this man and talk about, we all done been with somebody that initially wasn't attracted to us, whatever the reasons may be.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's simmer down. Let's come back down there. Because I'm a sex symbol. You hear me?
Ocho, you are.
Everybody.
But I guarantee you there are some women that if you were not Ocho Cinco, you did not play with the Bengals, you did not make millions, you couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I know that, you know that.
Whoa. Let me finish talking. Let me finish now.
Okay.
Now, for one, when I get a haircut, I'm a different dude. I'm different.
Now or in high school?
Oh, in high school. Even now too.
Okay, how were your dating life
before I had money?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey,
exactly.
Exactly. Hey, I had them. I had them when I won. I had a little fitted all on me. That's about it.
You had what Ocho could get, but once Ocho started making money, guess what? The level of lady that he dealt with increased also. That lady wouldn't talk to you with the little $50 in your pocket. Now you got $50,000 in your pocket. Now you living in a big crib in Miami. Now you able to go places. I keep it 1,000 with y'all. Y'all know how it is. And I'm cool. Look, I understand. But all I'm saying is that sometimes you've got to bump your own head to realize how much it hurts. I can't tell you, Ocho. Ocho can't tell you. Your mom or dad can't tell you that if you bump your head on that pole, it's going to hurt. You got to bump your own damn head. Now, if y'all don't believe this man care about this woman, the man is in college and he already proposed to her. His first commercial, Michael Jordan never put his wife. LeBron never. Kobe never put. She's in his first national spot. Huh? Adidas. She's in the spot. That's not an accident.
Hey,
That's not an accident,
Hey,
Ocho.
ain't you supposed to put your people on? Huh? Ain't you supposed to put your people on? That's you're
Yes.
supposed to put when you're dating somebody, you're supposed to put them in position. Like that's what you're supposed to do, huh?
Ocho, let's get the elephant in the room. You know the elephant in the
Wait, what
room
it is?
is.
What it is? Tell me,
You know what the elephant in the room is.
tell me, because I don't even know. I don't even know.
What Kendrick say? Not like us.
Oh,
Not like us.
they were about that. Okay. So there wouldn't be no elephant in the room if it was one of us. Okay,
I don't believe
I see what you're saying. But they don't ever be happy no matter what, no matter what.
it.
If
It's
it
not
is
true.
if it was one of us, then the problem or the issues online would be something else. It would be a hell.
What is it
It'd be
about
it.
her? She only with it.
I don't like the way she dressed. She too short. Why you with that fat girl? It'll always be something. Either way, that's just us. You know how we nitpick at any and everything, whether it be ethnicity, whether it be color, whether it be height, whether it be weight. It's always something.
If you Ocho, man, why you I like who like me.
Right,
I like who like
right,
me.
right.
I ain't trying to convince you and chase you down and tie you down. Oh, why you don't like me? Bruh. Not in today's time.
Mm.
Why do you even
Right.
care? Ocho, man, I don't care. And look here, I don't care if the man married a goat. Because you know why, Ocho? Because it ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't got to feed it. I ain't got to
Right.
tend to it. I ain't got to pick up
Right.
after it. So why? I mean, what? I never understood.
I mean,
I don't see.
you know how it is.
I don't have to, Ocho. My grandma used to always say, I don't have to see what you see in that
Right.
person because I don't have to
Right.
be with them. Because they're quick to say, I don't see what she's seeing him. I don't see what he's seeing her. You don't have to. You're not with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Shoot, I wonder if anybody ever.
If you like him, I love
Yeah.
him. Man, what you think of? People used to ask me all the time, what you think about this? What you think about your look here? When Kiara said, Daddy, I want to get married, I sat him down and said, You sure, bro? I said, You fairly young. He said, Yeah. He's like, Daddy, we've been together. Only second girlfriend. Okay.
Right.
What you I said, Key. Same thing I told his mama. I said, if he like her, I love her. I said, that's the man that got to spend. He knows her. I just want what's best for my son. She treat my son good. I'm Gucci.
There it is.
I've been the guy that, hey, Shannon, leave that girl alone. Man, please. First chance I get, Shannon's there. Hey, real talk. Shannon is there. And the more they tried to tell me not to, the more I wanted to. And the more her parents told her to leave me alone, the more, hey.
Hey, well, you shut up.
I'm just telling like it is.
Yeah, listen, I've been there. I've been there before. Yeah, I was the poster child for that is not the one you want to bring home to me. I was the poster child for that. Yeah, I ain't gonna say a lie, but I was fun. I'm unpredictable. You hear me? I'm exciting. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's not like, well, if he wasn't with her, he would be with me. And they quit. And the thing is now, y'all don't need to worry about O'Shea pockets. Shay gonna be good. Yeah. If Shay wanted to date 100 women at a time, bank account still gonna be flying. Don't worry about O'Shea. Y'all call it what you want to. Y'all don't. Once y'all realize all that name calling, all that stuff, Travis this and Travis that, and Shannon, Ocho out, whatever. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why does it upset you guys so much? Who's Travis with? This or that? Why does it upset? Just tell me why.
Right.
Tell me what you get. Tell me what bill that Travis was going to pay for you that he's with her now that's not going to get paid.
What's the first thing women notice? Your face. That's why you got to take care of it. Simple things like getting a haircut, grooming your face, and brushing your teeth is important. But there's one thing guys miss and that women always notice. It's when a guy isn't taking care of his skin. That's why I'm so excited to have T. Shanley as a sponsor of today's video. T. Shanley simplifies the process of taking care of your skin. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing you don't. Seriously, I don't think some of you believe me when I tell you how much implementing a quality skincare routine will improve your confidence in all aspects of your life. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: daily face wash, exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with a SPF 20 and a PM moisturizer. But and to make it dead simple for you guys, they provide an instruction card in every box that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. But because T just sponsoring this video, they're offering you an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description and get 40% off your first skincare system and free gift. Plus, as a member, you'll get 20% off for life. By the way, one of their new gift options is a silicone body scrubber, which is a $20 value and a complete game changer. Once you use this, you'll never go back to a regular loofah ever again. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today.
It's go time. What's going on, y'all? We're going to introduce the crew. Welcome to King Talk. We got Mr. Fred Smooth, M. White, SMS, Swimming, Shannon Laws, Kenny Pete, Outlaw, me, myself, and the PJ. What's going on, Jimmy? What's going on? How y'all doing?
What's good, good brother? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Good to you guys, man, as usual. This housekeeping out there. What's going on, Vic? Third grade. Okay, there's the Swift, Tony Breeze, the Legacy, Rocky B, Sam Foster, BZ. How y'all doing? Christopher Matthews, Fishing to Fit. Yeah, Matthews, thank you for being a member for 30 months. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all go ahead and get that Teach, man. Click that link that's in the description. Click that link that's in the description. You get 40% off along with a free gift. And you get 20% for life if you become a member. So get that Teach. We'll go ahead and get this show started, man. A lot of news surrounding Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter. I wasn't gonna really talk about it, man, but I couldn't help it. It's just like it just keep getting worse. Like something every day, something coming out, man. But I do want to tie this in to dating. I think that it's important for men to really understand how to recognize some of the signs. Maybe we got some experience on the panel, what to look for and what we would do in certain situations. I'm gonna go ahead and just play this first clip of him and Leela. Is her name is Layla? I get the correct pronunciation in a little bit, but go ahead and play a little bit of snippet of this, man, and we'll go ahead and start to get into this conversation.
I didn't doubt him. I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
A long ass.
long time. Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself, so he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like we hung out the
Literally
next weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was during a week.
We went to Top Golf. That was our first day, Top Golf.
Yeah,
and then
I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I had school the next day.
The next day, cause we went on a Sunday. Facts.
No, we didn't.
You got the best man in football, girl. Get that man some keys. Why is she upset?
Shador and Shiloh here at Folsom Field at home.
All right, let's go ahead and keep it there, man. So that was a video that had her resurfaced, and one of the things that she spoke about was he wasn't her type. He wasn't her type. Now let's go ahead and just talk about that, man, and let's see if we can tie this back in to dating. So feel free to comment on what you just saw, but also speak on when a woman looks at a man and he isn't her type. Like, what does that look like for you? Like, how can you help some of the young men or even the grown men that may be watching? I'm gonna go ahead and start with you first, Outlaw.
Yeah, man. Look, she probably, realized he didn't have no money yet, so he wasn't her type. You know what I'm saying? At that time, she was, I believe, more focused on her OnlyFans career anyway. So, yeah, he ain't had no bread yet. Yeah, OnlyFans. Yeah, it's already come out. She had an OnlyFans page.
Okay, go ahead, M. White. I see you over there frowning. What's going on?
No, I ain't know nothing about that. I'm about to try to look and see what this OnlyFans. What's the name on OnlyFans?
Well, she don't have it no more. Allegedly, she got deleted. So she deleted, I guess, some of her doings. Once she became attached to him.
Fine. Just tell me what the ad is.
She was in high school. It's a real video. You seen it?
No, I said, tell me what her at was. I'll send you the video.
Okay.
He was in high school when they met, so she was doing OnlyFans in high school. How old? She older than him?
I believe she older than him because he was just saying when they started dating,
She's 2 years old. She's 2 years older than him.
Yeah, and I think the page was, well, I don't know. This is a screenshot, and looked like that's just her regular IG, but Leanne, or that's Lenee, number 6.
Yeah, but he can go ahead and speak on it, man. It's like you might got some information about this OnlyFans stuff. I know you talk about sports.
Well, hold on, Jay. I didn't like how you put that OnlyFans body.
How the hell
on
did you draw that?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Jay, how's that to get me today? No, but yeah, he's 2 years older than a woman. So she was in college, and they was in high when he was still in high school when they first got together. Let me say this: I don't take too much into that first video you showed with them in their little matching pajamas or whatever the case may be, because I think every man up here has probably been rejected before, but you might have met a certain woman that you kept pursuing her, and she said, "Well, the reason I got because he was persistent." So, in order to be considered persistent, you had to get rejected at some time, and it's the first time y'all maybe interacted. She just didn't take you serious, or just didn't look at you as someone maybe not her type, but you kept going and you kept pushing, and it eventually happened. So I know that happened with me before when I was in middle school. My first year at the school, I seen this girl. She was in the 8th grade. I tried to pursue her. She said, "No, I don't like 6th graders." That's what she told me. So but by the end of the year, we considered boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, I don't know what changed. I mean, not much changed about me. I mean, I still looked the same. I didn't grow any in that over that school year, but I guess I just grew on her. I don't know. Now, of course, it didn't go anywhere. It was just 1 year relationship. Really wasn't even nothing I would really consider serious thinking back to it. But it happened. A month later, after I initially pursued her, she finally gave me a shot. Now, not a shot of ass. I was in the 6th grade. I wasn't thinking about it then, but just an opportunity to say she was my girlfriend. So, I mean, I know I had that happen to me before. Now, I know some of you fine gentlemen may not, but I could be honest and admit I have done it before. So I don't take that video too serious. Look, it's young buds in love, man. And like Shannon said, ain't nothing y'all could say about it that's going to deter him. And like he said, he's going to dig in deeper. I mean, you could tell by every time the response he made that I seen on TMZ about people coming at his girl. Look, that's his fiance. He's going to marry. He's only a date away from being married to the woman. He's doing like a man should do for his woman. He's protecting her. He's standing up for her, speaking against anybody who speaks towards her. He's doing what he needs to do as a man. Now, I don't agree with him getting with her because I think it's a mistake. But he seems like the type of young man that needs to touch that stove and get burnt. Because you telling him ain't going to deter him. Now, I think maybe the reason why he's probably like that, because his father wasn't always in his life like he should. His father didn't pour in the game. So some of this you can blame on his father for not, putting him on game. Because his father wasn't around due to, unseen circumstances with the law. We ain't got to go too far into detail. We know what that means when I say that. But he's just not hip. I mean, he's a nerdy kid. He's a square type kid. He even said, his girlfriend turned him on to Lil Wayne. He doesn't listen to music. I'm like, God damn, what kid at his age really didn't listen to music, even in high school or middle school? He said he didn't listen to music. That just wasn't his thing. You know what I'm saying? So he's a different type kid. He just so happened to be an athletic nerd. I mean, they do exist. And that's what he is. He's one of those nerdy type kids. If he wasn't playing football, man, he will probably be somewhere at MIT doing a science project, getting ready to graduate, writing a report to maybe going to the NASA or something like that. That's the type of kid he is. I'll leave it there.
I just figured that
You go walk around. All right, so this was the clip where he was taking pictures, and I guess she got a little bit irritated for him taking pictures. She didn't want to sit there the entire time while everybody was just fanning out over him. Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, I see what people don't realize is they talking about when Shannon and them talking about leave them alone and all that. Look, we looking at the red flags that we've seen every time she in front of a camera with the brother. You know what I'm saying? It started after the game when everybody happy they won the game. He trying to hug and give her a kiss, and she stuck in her attitude. That's what it was. That's where it all started. And you start seeing those red flags and what the internet do. What the internet does. They start digging up all those interviews, and every time she said something stupid, making them feel like making it appear as if, what I'm saying, these are things that we need to be looking out for. So a red flag, some people drive past red flags. Look like he gonna do it. Let him do it. All we could do is tell him, be careful, protect yourself, and shit, see what happens. But the red flags are there.
Go ahead.
I be saying this shit all the time. This is exactly what happened. They just will ignore this shit, pretend like it was no signs, and then one day out the blue, she just became a attention hungry, money hungry woman that wanted to use him and he had no way of knowing, and she played the perfect role for a year and a half, and then just out the blue, she became this person he no longer could recognize. My nigga, just stop. He attracted to that shit more than likely. It's niggas who like spice, like they call that shit spicy. Like chicks that be yak, jacking at you and all this extra shit. If he like it, I love it. That for me personally, I would never. Since he doing it, he must love it. So I hope he enjoy it. I hope he get every fight that he want out of that. I hope the makeup sex. I hope that thing is perfect for him, because he definitely gonna double down. You can't tell somebody when they spouse cheating on them and when you don't like they spouse. That ain't gonna do nothing but push them away from you and closer to that person. And when they try and come confide in you about some shit that's going on with that person, once you get them advice about leaving that person, they not fucking with you no more, and they're gonna go get back with that person. It's just how this shit go, especially that young. It's a hink point about it'd be a whole lot. It ain't just a couple. It'd be a lot of like athletic nerds, like niggas who just so happen to be good at a sport, like, and that shit don't have nothing to do with nothing outside of that sport. It's a lot of them actually, especially at the collegiate level. It's a whole lot of them, and it's increasing. And I'm actually glad that's on the academic side that that's a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a good push forward. But that part about having some game that you miss, which is why I kind of go back and forth with that. Is it ideal for when people be like, oh, when you meet somebody young, get married, move forward? Because it's a large part of the game and life and dealing with women that you miss out on, that he unfortunately never probably got the experience. But he gonna learn. His ass definitely gonna learn.
He is a smart kid, though. He had a 4.0 GPA in high school, and he has a 4.0 GPA in college. So he is a smart ass kid. So he is no dummy.
Yes, he is. There's something called book sense, and there's something called
I
common
was just
sense.
talking about academics, man. I ain't talking about the dude street smarts. I get that.
You could be all bookity book if you want. Didn't we just watch not too long ago a brother caught up with the milk, had a baby by her. He was by the fireplace crying because she made it look or portrayed on a video like he put hands on her. And he was there going through the agony. I recall stories of Steven Jackson when Mike Bibby and them saved him from marrying a female he was head over heels with, and they said she ain't signing the prenup. That got to stop. I remember me getting battered for these situations right here. Who's Unc? Who's the person that says, son, I see that you may love this woman, but protect yourself. Let's get this prenup signed. Let's get things that ensure over a period of time. Say you do want to take care of her, make sure you protect your back end. I don't think that would ever chase him away from the woman, but us gentlemen up here already done see the signs that it ain't gonna go right. And when he stepped to the next level, he gonna have women looking 10 times better than that in boatloads at every hotel, at every game. And she's gonna still be performing the way she's performing with him. That's unacceptable. A woman is a representation of you when she's in the street or anywhere. You gonna have your woman acting up everywhere that you go. That means to other men, that means you don't run your household. And you guys are big on leadership. She's not listening to you if she's doing that. She has no regard for your respect or who you are as her man if she's acting up in the streets. Just food for thought. I'll drop it there.
I would say it's definitely, he definitely has people in his ear. We just witnessed his head coach, hit the Heisman on his ex-wife. So I guarantee you Deion Sanders has spoke to him. And of course, we know he probably has connections with other players in the NFL that are also probably having this conversation with him. Not to mention that he hasn't even gone through his rookie orientation yet. And we all know that that's also a conversation that they have with him. So if he manages not to marry her before he goes through all of that, more than likely he probably won't marry her. Or he's gonna bump his head. But at least that's on his rookie contract and not on his big contract that he's gonna get later. Me personally, the only thing I don't like that he's doing is crashing out on line 4. Like, you know what I mean? You needed to take the Simone Biles and what was the old boy's name? Their route of dealing with it. They said what they had to say and they kept it pushing. You say what you have to say and you keep pushing. There's no need for you to keep addressing the trolls online or addressing the internet because you're not gonna win. You're just not. You're not gonna beat the internet in this conversation. They're gonna keep badgering you. They're gonna keep talking shit about you. They're gonna keep talking shit about her. And all you doing, and every time you respond, you're just gonna add fuel to the fire. He need to protect his own peace, understand the consequences if it comes down to that, and hopefully you protect yourself. I mean, you've seen athletes before you not protect themselves, so obviously you know what that comes with. But if you're happy with it, it is what it is. I personally just hope that it doesn't translate to his on the field, translates to on the field issues, because something that he said that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was he said something when he was addressing when he was addressing his detractors and all of that. He said when she had a problem with him taking pictures of fans, he felt how she felt in that moment, and he understands that her reaction, he felt her, and sometimes she feels him. And what that tells me is do you do this? I hope you don't do this shit at the professional level, because if you feel how she feels, she pisses you off in the house, or y'all feel some type of way because y'all had an argument or something. Is that gonna manifest itself when it comes to you needing to show up to do a sponsorship, or you need to show up to a game, or you need to perform on the field, or you need to do this your endorsement or something like that? Is it going to translate to that? Because if it does translate to that, that becomes a problem in your business, and then teams don't want to deal with you because you got an issue at home that keeps translating into issues on the field and around the field. So that's what I'm really hoping that doesn't happen to him. Don't let your home shit fuck up your business.
So Sweeney, a couple things on my bad.
No, go ahead, bro. Oh,
no, Jay, I was playing a video.
Oh, you go ahead and talk, King.
No, a couple things though. I don't think he crashed out, because to me he didn't do anything that another man probably wouldn't do any other time if somebody would say something about his wife or his girlfriends or the woman or something like that. Another thing is, this situation is way different and way bigger than Simone Biles' situation. Way bigger. Simone Biles is like the average person's situation compared to what they're dealing with. There's a big difference. So I wouldn't even equate what Simone and Biles did compared with him. Totally different situation.
I don't think he's crashing out yet. I think it was okay for him to address how, the situation, whatever. What I mean is, I would say that crashing out would be him if he continues to go online and start and keep addressing the trolls. That's when I would be like, hey, bro, this ain't gonna work out for you. And that's what I'm starting to notice, is that he's jumping online and he keeps responding to everybody that has something to say. You're not gonna beat the internet.
But you also got to look at it also too. He realizes he has a podcast, and so it's bringing more publicity to him and his podcast and his audience, and more. Look, even some of your biggest podcasts has detractors, and they are watching them. They are subscribing to them. They're gonna check it out. They're gonna continue to watch, see if he say something about what they said, address what a troll might have said in the chat. They hoping that they just say something about what comment they left. Look, I think it's all planned. I think Deion is probably doing a real good job as far as being a voice of reason for him. you know, I don't know if y'all seen the clip when he was at Jackson State. He said, "Hey man, I hope you get a prenup." He said something about that. Now, for all we know, they might already have one. We just don't know the details of it. It just ain't maybe came out yet. Maybe, but he may not. I wouldn't be surprised he don't have one. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't think he's going to get one because again, like I said, he loves his girl way too much. Because look, ain't no man on average going to sit there and allow her to do a lot of shit she do, say a lot of shit she say, and not really. He doesn't really speak publicly down about it at all. He says he understands. Like you said, she feels what feel. He's defender to the end. He's lovely. Now, again, I sit there and say that man father should have told him the game. That man's father should have told him, hey, you need to watch for these red flags. And some of the things she's saying and doing, either you need to address it or you need to leave it alone. I'll leave her alone. I'll leave her at the restaurant or something. Father ain't did that for him. Now, I don't know if he's really would take the advice of his father. If he, you know, I know he kind of upped him at doing the Heisman thing, but I don't know how much respect he really has if he would even take his father's advice. I think if Deion told him that, I think it would mean more coming from him. And hopefully, you know, Deion sees what's going on. Like you said, he had to actually help her to tell you need to stand up during the situation in this moment. You know, acknowledge and you know, applaud for your husband or your fiance or whatever the case may be. So I just hope Deion's doing the best he can to, you know, really plant some seeds, and hopefully he's listening.
I mean,
he can
go
tell.
ahead, Trev. I'll talk to
the
him.
law used to go upside his
Right.
head.
So, I mean, look, I got my opinions. It is what it is. I can tell you what I really think. We don't really know, but it looks really bad, right? If you just listen out to the beginning of their story, he's not her type. And I'm pretty sure most people on this panel wouldn't advise any man who is in a dating market to never get with a woman if you are not their type off rip, period. That whole win a chick over, that whole Steve Urkel, I'm wearing you down, you ain't gonna win. She don't see you in a certain light. That is never going to win. That first impression, you don't get a second chance at it. She's not feeling him. Maybe aesthetically, maybe she just thought he was a dork, whatever. And to me, it seemed like she started to come around when probably other people might have told her about him. When she started seeing him come up in her timeline on her own, like, oh damn, wait, ain't this the dude that tried to DM me? That I'm thinking that's how she came about it. To me, she seems like a nasty woman. She's not a woman who's deserving to be a wife of a person that's going to be as successful as he is. Just by her public displays, she doesn't know how to operate in public. That's not a person you want to move with. That is nasty. No one in public should ever see you have an attitude for no reason whatsoever. She's just not supposed to be beside a public figure. That's my opinion. Her with the attitudes, and it also seems like she's more concerned about finding her own way. Like, he a whole lick, straight up. She see dude as a come up. Like, she knows that his cup is going to be running over and she could be part of that. Her own opportunity. She wants the fame. She the one with the whole, you know, OnlyFans account. And that's something completely different. That's a whole nother reason to completely deny a chick. And no man should be with an OnlyFans chick, much less somebody who's super successful and is going to have all the options in the world. Like, no, she's not in any fashion, nothing. She look all right, and that's it. To me, she seems like she has a horrible attitude. It doesn't seem like she's ever going to get on Homeboy program, and she doesn't know how to display herself in public. All those are serious red flags, and any person who is talking to him need to tell him to stop that shit, like right away. Nip that in the bud. Get her the hell out of here. I don't see anything good about her aside from her looks are like, she might be like a 7. You know what I'm saying? It might be not what he was used to until his success. You know what I'm saying? But Other than that, there's no reason to get with that bro, man. Leave it the hell alone.
What?
Have you ever been off-roading? You ever been off-roading?
Yeah.
Like you know, people sometimes they want that road. They want some shit where you got to try and figure out how to climb this rock, how to get the right approach angle, how to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to just.
Yeah, I get it.
cruise down the
I know a
highway.
bunch of cornballs who like females that they got to chase and all that, but I would never advise anybody to. I know where it's going to end up. You know where it's going to end up.
Like, they've been together for 5 years, though, right?
Good evening, guys. How are you guys doing?
They have a kid?
Yeah. He's been
So that means
together for 5 years.
So that means that she was 18 when he was 16. So I don't know if I can say that she picked this dude based off of him being an NFL prospect. I don't think. I mean, yeah, he was being talked about, but I don't think she saw him as the lick that we're claiming. That we looking at him through the lens of him being a Heisman Trophy winner right now.
Yeah, but he was the man in high school. Even at 16, he was Friday Night Lights. Remove the big world
Have
stuff
not
that we see. In high school, he was the man. So even at 16,
played an NFL game. You have not even been through the NFL draft. You have no idea of the type of women you're going to meet whenever you get to whatever team that you're going to play for. He's still a child. You only been in Boulder, Colorado, and you've been in Jackson, Mississippi. Why not give yourself some time to explore life before you just jump the hoop with this woman?
This message goes out.
No, I think he has an idea. He's got a small example size of what type of women he's going to be getting once he gets to the NFL. Look, he played for a major college. I mean, shit. I know a lot of people say, well, it's just Boulder, Colorado. But guess what? They play other schools and they go to other cities in other states. And he get to see those women there too. So yeah, he's getting to see a sample size as far as on the college level. Now in the NFL, it's going to open up a whole different world. But yeah, he's got a sample size of what it's going to be like. He knows. And he's also from the state of Florida. So yeah, he knows about pretty women. He's seen them. Now whether he's getting them or not, that's a different conversation. But he was exposed.
Pink, you know the other thing is this jump into that. I was talking about this before when I said the girl that you met in high school before you, like, even though he was, because I'm sure he was him, but in a football, right? Because he done probably like the football LeBron for high school. But the girl you meet then is the closest you gonna get to finding somebody you believe, whether she do or don't believe like you for you, as opposed to anybody moving forward. Like that's the conundrum that you be in that situation. It's a consistent that, like, I stayed in a relationship for like 5 years based off of that shit.
I was gonna say 5 years, a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Umar's advice don't really make sense because he's gonna run into that problem with probably like 90% of the women that he encountered, if not more. Like from this point on, him being a millionaire pretty much puts a target on his back. If she's that type of woman, then 99% of the women that he's gonna encounter gonna be exactly the same woman that she is.
So you discredit the ability for the brotherhood that's able to cuff him once he gets up in the league. His money is looking like, if he's that first round pick, 38.5 million, 24 million signing bonus, multi-millionaire overnight. I believe that the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Umar, is saying what is correct. You understand? You're not giving yourself enough time to breathe. You're cleaving to something in a small setting. And I don't think there's enough people telling him, slow down, take your time. And he's believing that that's the right way. If you're saying Dion is saying something to him, go look back on how the fist fights he done had with Pilar. He's a perfect person to say that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with the whole taking his time thing. I just disagree with the idea that he should be taking his time as far as like finding a relationship, because if he's telling him take his time because you about to make a boatload of money and you need to make sure that you learn how to deal with that yourself before you try to insert other people into it, maybe. But if you're talking about him finding a relationship or slowing down with this girl and seeing where your life goes later on, all it's gonna do is it's gonna get worse for him. The type of women he's gonna encounter are just gonna be worse.
Sweeney, that's a Brittany Renner duplicate right there. She's gonna cash out, have that baby, and she's gonna be in the car making videos, giving a tutorial on how to eat these sweet niggas.
I don't disagree with that.
You
I'm saying that the majority of the women he's about to run into are going to be the Brittany Renner types. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for him to find that after becoming a millionaire. To Marcus's
Sweeney,
point,
but you charge it to the game. That's part of life. If you're a professional athlete, so you just vet. That's the whole take your time part. That's you charge it to the game.
Well, then you can say that about this situation. Charge it to the game. If he vets and then he wind up getting dicked anyway.
No. When I say charge it to the game, is that being part of the hardship? But then you still have to vet. You have to vet because you're going to find better than that. He's going to have access to better than that. At least somebody who know how to behave in public. At least somebody who know how to respect him. At least somebody who's not going to say that he's not my type publicly. That shit is crazy.
But Trev, I think that's why more than likely he's going to stay with this chick. Dude, he's locked in with this heifer, man. He's not going to move off her because he realizes this girl got with me before I got that check. She got with the man before he got the check. Now, maybe not his name, but before he got that bag, she was with him. And he's going to think about that. Yeah, man, she was down with me when I didn't have no money. I didn't have a car. She's coming driving an hour to take me out on the first date. That's what she did. She drove an hour to go out on a date with the man. And it wasn't until he got hit on a car that he started to go to her. But the first year or so, she was driving an hour to him to go see him, to go out on dates, picking him up. So
how do you think that happened?
From going to be in the back of his head, like, look, man, she was down with me when I didn't have shit. I had a name, but I didn't have no money. I had nothing. And she was with me. So I'm not going to bail on her now because at least I know at least I think I know she's for me, and not for my bread.
I gotta say this to you. I gotta say this, guys. I gotta say this. But before that, how you guys doing today? Happy and Merry Christmas.
I'm glad you
Merry Christmas in advance. Hey, Hank, it's been a long time. Lapeef, Jay, man, it's Kenny, all of you guys. Good evening to all of you. This is what I gotta say. Let me ask you guys a question. I want you to answer this question for me. Take away the guy's money. Keep his looks, everything, his face, but take away the money. If all of you were girls, which of you would date him? Take away the money.
That's a whole.
If all of you were girls, which of you would date that guy without his money?
I don't think that he would get nearly as many women as he's going to have access to. We know that. I really don't think that.
Good.
And I don't think she would. I don't think she would be bothered with him specifically either. If he wasn't on the road that he's on right now.
The reason why I said this is this, right? We are all opportunists, men or women. Men go for beautiful girls, women go for men with money. That girl, the reason why I gotta give her a lot of slack, just like Hink said, that girl picked him up when he was in college, when he had nothing.
No, when he was 16 in high school.
When he was 16, when he was in high school. When he had nothing. Do you know how many? There are thousands of kids out there that are better than this guy. And they never made it to NFL. They never even made it to college football. He's lucky to be in college football. There are only few of these guys that will go to NFL. Even when most of them go to college football, high school football, not that many of them end up in college football.
No, he was a
less than 100 made it to NFL every year. Less than 100. So she bet her future on this guy. Guess what? If he ends up going to NFL, she has won. She invested in him. No father will not be happy for her. But I understand where you guys are coming from. She said he wasn't my type. Do you know how many of us that dated girls that ended up getting girls that we knew that we were in their types, and we end up having a long-term relationship with them? A lot of us have been there. We knew that we couldn't get her. She's higher than us. But guess what? Maybe we were funny. Maybe there's something about her, about us that she liked, that she didn't see the first a month, the first 2 months. But she started seeing those things, and those things became more valuable to her than those things that she didn't like about us, or those types that we weren't. She wasn't a virgin. She's been there, done that. Maybe at 18, 17, 16, she has had types. She has had handsome guys. But this ugly guy, a college prospect, she gave him a chance. You see what I'm saying? So I understand where most of you guys are coming from, but this is my opinion.
One thing I want to throw in there, he has been a millionaire for a few years now. The NIL money has been rolling. His net worth is about $6 million right now. He's the second highest paid NIL player, right next to his quarterback Shador. So that also plays a nice role into it. Like I said, my main thing with him was that he needs to recognize the way she operates in public. All that attitude and all that, it looks bad. Like Trev was saying, that's the biggest red flag. They've been together 5 years. I pretty much think it's a wrap now. I mean, he's going to have to deal with some sort of gold digger, whatever the case you want to call it, from this point on. So it might be cheaper to keep her.
So what if that's just media training?
Maybe she needs some kind of training. You feel me?
And on top of that, he just started getting the NIL money. He wasn't getting all that. At 5 years ago, there wasn't no NIL money. He was a broke ass high school.
He was only in, right. That's what I'm saying. But you got to think the NIL was as soon as he got to college.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't getting no money at Jackson State.
Okay.
No, it's
Truth be
NIL started in
told,
2021. It started in
he
2021, July 2021. That's when NIL
he doesn't take
started.
all that money. He divvy up between the teammates that don't have it. They have a brotherhood. So he's making sure that everybody eat off of that. That's how he was doing. So salute to him for that.
How's everybody doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, good.
Y'all act like y'all can
It's
hear
a
me.
low,
Like,
though.
is that a church?
We really can't hear you.
Oh, you can?
It's a little low.
Let me put my Jesus mic on then. Let me see, can I get it up a little bit? They usually cut me
That's
down.
what she said.
Yeah, I know that, Hank. You've been lying that lie for years. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I know I'm gonna have to cut it up in another state on my software. But anyway, I done went over this a couple of times, and I guess I have flip-flopped from one way to the other about my position of this, because I have seen a lot of strange relationships in my life that work totally different from what we say the relationship works over the internet. I started to think about something. Who is Travis? I really don't know her. She do say a lot of crazy stuff. Let me just cut the light off and make myself look like Flavor Flav, because that's the way y'all trying to make this guy look like. He don't look quite like Flavor Flav. He's not that bad looking guy. He's in the ugly stages in his dreadlocks. Locks. But anyway, y'all got to understand this, okay? I like that, Hank. I like when I make you laugh like that. But anyway, y'all got to understand, Travis might be looking at this relationship like he's looking at how he play football. There's not everybody telling him what he can't do, and he's been proving to everybody what he can do. Now, I know that might sound crazy to us, but you got to understand, you're dealing with a young man who's been told all his life what he couldn't do. He couldn't play both sides of the field. He could do it in high school, but he can't do it in college. He can do that at the HBCU, but he can't do it at a bigger college. So every time somebody told him what he can't do, he don't push through it. Now, him being so young and thinking relationships work out the same way that he could work sports. So that might just be his mindset. Y'all ever think about that? Let's just deal with the man. The man went to his channel. He sat there and played with his niece, his nephews, with Pokemon games, football games, all kinds of stuff, like a little kid. All right? But when he get on that football field, he's something else. So what I'm trying to say is, y'all keep acting like he got one gear. He might have more gears than we think he has. And you might believe what he can do as far as the young ladies will. Now, I mean, us, we look at it as being red flags. I'm not going to sit up there and disagree with none of y'all guys what y'all said so far. But I just say you got to look at the guy. What is his mindset? As how he tackle problems in life. How he tackle people who tell him what he can't do. That's the man. That's the person we got to look at.
This message goes out to Travis Hunter. Listen, Travis, I just want you to be careful, man. I said it. Be careful. Congratulations on your engagement, but man, you might have to disengage because it's something about this woman, man. The way she was talking she was talking like she was really that chick. Listen, you love who you love. Facts. Okay, I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right. I just watched that dumb video of you guys in those matching pajamas that bugged me. And she was like dogging you, going, yeah, he wasn't my type. I was like, he wasn't my type.
It wasn't my type.
And then we went to this party and then we fell in love. I think, personally, I don't know when y'all dated, was it high school? I don't give a but when she found out your stats, bro, that's when I think she was like, oh, I love him. I love him.
That's all good.
OG, I think you're on to something when you sit there, because I don't know if y'all got to see his Heisman Trophy speech, but he talked about dealing with adversity and how people would tell him no and how he continued to push through. So, yeah, I'm not – look, I'm going to say it again. Dude, he's going to marry this woman. We could say everything. Y'all can say all y'all want. He's dug in.
He's going to marry her.
He's dug in on so. like an old tree. He's locked in with this woman. Whether we like it or not,
Hank, we don't disagree with you. I just had a problem with J Speed. I had a problem with one of the last things you said.
Go ahead,
is
brother.
that his mindset, right, and how he could push through situations. But the problem is women have autonomy. You can't control what the hell she gonna do.
Okay.
You can't control how she feel about you. You can't control how she treats you and make you miserable. That's the damn problem.
Right, but I'm saying is his mindset, that don't change his mindset. What we know about women don't change his mindset. His mindset believes that he can defeat anything in front of him. And let's just be honest. Let's be honest. A lot of you guys up here, just like me, should be in radio, should never be in front of a goddamn camera. So it's probably a lot of women y'all done been with to sit in their mind or told their girlfriend you wasn't their type. Let's stop bullshitting with this, okay? Let's just be honest and stop bullshitting it. I remember a girl when I was working in radio, and she didn't know I was working in radio. I met her in the club. I'm bringing my records in and stuff. She think I'm probably the fucking help. And I'm trying, hit at her, and she's like, oh, who are you? But when I WZOK, back in the Joe Wade, 95 degrees in the shade, and then I became a type. She said, just talk to me while you're giving it to me. So let's stop acting as everybody got this Superman look.
Yeah, and it don't have to be the look per se, but when she say she's not your type, then it could be a lot of things about him. Maybe she just didn't like him as a person, his demeanor, like the way he come off, his energy.
No,
she was talking about
it was a tag on her. What y'all call that shit? I don't know what y'all be doing. Amsterdam.
He DM'd her, but she say he had a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She probably looked at his grill, got that Tiger Woods grill. You know what I mean? And, the face, depends what she looked at. She was just taking it on. Look, I ain't going to make no excuses for her at all. I'm not trying to. But I'm just trying to. I'm trying to stick with the man. I'm trying to understand the man, his mindset. We already know she's off the hook. It's not even worth talking about the shit she do. She's off the hook. Matter of fact, him and his girl and his mom probably could be the same person. Did y'all listen to the speech and everything? Come on now. You know, we boys, we usually go out to things that just like our moms. You know, so especially him, the kind of guy he is. So let's don't act like, you know, I'm just trying to deal with the person.
You trying to spin and give us a different nuance to the story. The girl is 16, says she's not interested in him, but then she drives an hour to participate in a relationship building thing with someone that she initially said she wasn't interested in. Is she not privy to media, knowing that he's possibly a 5-star athlete, friends in her air? Girl, you best get that. Her following suit despite her not really wanting to be with him and showing certain behaviors that doesn't seem to be consistent with someone that is playing the role. As Hink said, this could be a game, but I don't think it is. You don't think that she knows, as I know the dollar value, all she has to do is hit Google. He gets picked first. He getting that $24 million signing bonus. I'm making sure my ovulation schedule, I can catch him at this point in time so I can get my lotto ticket out the way.
At 16?
No, I watched the
They've been together for 5 years. You forget all about that, right?
Okay, watch the chronology. Would you stay Would you stay in a situation where you know there was a great windfall at the end for 5 years?
She was 18.
Say what? I think we all would.
Okay, so there's no pushing away, and you act like
but you act like he was gonna be in the grand pampa scheme of things. Come on, man.
Okay,
We're
at
talking
what
about a
point
high
in
school.
time, J Speed, at what point in time within his progression he wasn't at the cream of the crop? Tell me.
Well, I'm just telling you.
When he went to Jackson State?
When he went to Jackson State, that decision.
Did you look at his numbers at Jackson State?
No, he did great at Jackson State, but when he went to Jackson State,
what do you?
It kills your theory.
Jay, how does it kill my theory?
Because he could have been in a bigger market, bro. If that was the case and she had that much goddamn control, he would have been in a bigger market.
I'm showing you control
he
today.
would have told his ass to go to Alabama.
Listen what I just said. He would have been in
the
a bigger
my
market.
voice and strengthen my argument. He was in the top. He was in the top 20 at his position while he was at Jackson's JSU, and Hink can look that up. He was top 20, maybe top 15. Then he went to Colorado, and he then took a gigantic leap as a two-way player. Am I wrong?
No,
we don't disagree with his progression.
Disagree with that.
He was a number one player coming out of high school. He had opportunity to go any school he wanted to, but he wanted to play under Dion. It wasn't. Look, the market doesn't matter. Jackson State wasn't going to get him no money anyway. He already had an NIL deal when he came out of college. I mean, when he came out of high school.
Yeah,
that was already set.
Hank, follow me with what I'm saying.
If she is control, if she is much as control as we want her to be in his life, and I'm telling you, he wouldn't have made that decision to go to Jackson if she had that much control, regardless if he did want to play with Dion. Just like y'all say, Dion might be
went
talking
to Alabama or Georgia or FSU or
right. So let's go. Let's push it a little further. All right. Wait. Let's push it a little further. Didn't Dion had one of them little bang wanging sluts that come through the football camp and talk to the guys about girls?
That was Brittany Renner.
Yeah. So okay. So what I'm trying to say is, she's invested. Y'all forget about one thing. He is invested.
No, I didn't. I like how you spin that
for different. Oh, you already don't try to make me a background singer, try to tell me lower my voice. I'm gonna be the lead singer. You can
I didn't tell you lower your voice. You want to. I said
yes,
I am going to
you
lower
did it
my
in the
voice.
reverse, but what you said, everybody heard you.
No, okay? I said I'm gonna lower my voice and even strengthen
exactly,
the
and it said the same thing I just said.
Nah,
I'm not gonna be a background singer.
I'm not letting you off the hook again.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead and fish.
So which part of my statement was Which part of my statement was incorrect? At what
Because
point
we all
in time?
up here, we all
So
up
now
here,
that
we all up here speculating.
now
That's
that
what's
now that Deion Sanders goes to Jackson State, eyes are still on Jackson State. Yes. So now eyes that are nationally on Jackson State see this phenomenal young phenom. He now follows him to Colorado, where he takes leaps and bounds. At no point in time did he fall off. Hank, am I incorrect?
you're not incorrect about what
No. I said
You're
Hank.
not incorrect. No,
I said
okay.
Hank.
I didn't know. I thought you had you was
Okay,
No,
so
you right.
now
You right.
she's following along. She sees that she has ears, she has eyes, she has enough information to say, I'm not letting go of this man. I'm not correcting my behaviors because we're seeing it in real time, but this is my lotto ticket. There will be a short period of time before she gets her ovulation schedule right and has a baby by this man. Then we may, if we're still around, have that, which we will be. Let's speak it positive in the air. We'll see a Brittany Renner situation. We'll see her in the car talking shit.
Okay, well, why not the baby so far? All right, so you got all this stuff planned out. Now, let me finish now. I'll let you do it, and we're going to do it. I'm going to do it at the tone you would like me to do it.
No, I had to fight through it, but I'm going to show you decorum.
I like how you try to be a man with good information, but bad guy in the back trying to do some other shit, twist it around. I know slick shit when I hear it, but I'm going to let you go with that, okay? Anyway, if she was smart as y'all say she is, baby would have been here. Baby would have been here a long time ago. Baby would, look, this guy actually used to take her to nightclubs and spend 3 and 4 hours in a car while she would go in and party because he didn't drink. So what I'm saying is, she's already got his ear, got his mind, his nose wide open, all that. So all that you talking about, she was already in college. She probably didn't even know what Jackson State was. And there's no way in the hell if she was just seeking out the money that she would ever let him went to Jackson State. Now you start to see the mushroom after Deion went there. But who was talking about Jackson State on a national level before Deion went there? If she didn't know him, how in the hell she would have known Deion? Yeah, so that's why I'm saying we do a lot of speculation, bro.
If Deion didn't go to Jackson State would have never got the notoriety because all eyes was on Deion to see what he would do at HBCU and the players that he would attract. That's why there was a public outcry that he left so soon when he started making momentum, even though they didn't have the financial budget. He went and took the big money and then took his son and his top player and went to Colorado. You understand? She is not calling the shots, but she is not letting go of that pocket. You understand?
Okay, so
responsibility. She says, I'm not going to let this go because I haven't seen the big check yet. Okay. Now it got closer because everybody's saying he's either number 1 or number 2. I believe he'll go number 1. He's going to get that 24 million.
He's going to. But anyway.
He might get that 24 million. She's playing her position even though she's out of pocket.
I got all that, but the only problem I have with your whole synopsis is you speaking in half pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you're not. Either she got his ear, either she's controlling him, or she's not.
I don't think he has that much experience, and she probably, she's one of them chicks. Again, her face ain't really that popping, but she probably, do some little mouth tricks on him that he ain't used to. Because that's how they get a lot of young cats. You get a young cat who ain't got no experience. The first time you get with somebody who's a throat goat. First time you get with one of them throat goats when you're a young dude. Yeah, it kind of it blows your mind a little bit. You're like, oh damn, I've never had nobody do that with their mouth before. So she's probably one of them. She probably did some mouth tricks on his little old ass, and he's like, oh, they didn't do this in Florida. Oh Lord, ooh, look at here. These countries he wanted. Oh Lord Jesus, what this is him? What you doing down there? I've never felt like that before.
That's my buddy Tariq.
Hey, yo, pause. It sounds like
better when I tell her I only want her. I don't want nobody else.
I don't look at nobody else.
Don't put that in the video.
No, put that in the video. Keep that right in the video.
I think he done got married on us and ain't told nobody.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet. All right.
Because I'm going to do your prenup for you. It's going to be about this thick.
Also, Travis Hunter signed his first NIL deal in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So he was already in his second year at Jackson State before he signed his first NIL deal. So that means that she sat through 2 years of high school, a year at Jackson State, and he signed some bullshit NIL deals at Jackson State. It wasn't like he hit the $5.2 million that he was making. He didn't start making that kind of money until he got to Colorado his second year.
Amen.
So she really was literally dealing with a broke college student for the first, if not broke kid, for the first 3 years of his life, of their relationship.
We got Shannon there. Go ahead, Shan. Oh,
how you doing, Shannon? I ain't seen you in a while, bro. I swear I ain't seen you in a while, Shannon. Salute to you, my brother.
Man, it's a lot. Leanne. First, they met when she was 19. I think they lied about the 5-year thing. They that video they made wearing the match pajamas, they shot that in the end of 2022, October 2022 to be exact. They started dating February 2022. Now he's saying we've been together for 5 years as a damage control video that he made the other day. But they ain't known each other all that long. She was 19 years old. She had already finished. That was her last year of college. She got a degree, I forget, at Kennesaw State, I think it was, that I found. And she got her 4-year degree in half the time. So she was wrapping up school. She had already been stripping. She met a star already. She didn't meet an up-and-coming high school, don't know where he's getting ready to go type dude. This woman found out who he was and then switched up, and suddenly he became attractive. And they started dating in 2022. They got engaged February, 2 years later exactly, 2024, just this past February. So to give you guys a little perspective, I know we've saying a lot of stuff on here, but I figured JR would throw it to me in a minute so I clear up a few things. I know he said we've been together 5 years, but that's what he probably known her for 5 years, probably saw her in, around. But the conversation, the flirting and the getting together and the thing that they was talking about wearing the matching pajamas happened in 2022. Listen, gentlemen, your success or failure in life largely depends on the woman you select to be with. Most of us know that, but the young guys don't. And today, man, I just, in 2024, might as well say 2025, I do not recommend that men in their 20s make a lifelong commitment to a woman that he thinks he wants. There's too many things. There's too many things that men, whether you start off rich or you start off poor, have to take care of, that we got to get our shit together in our 20s before we make that kind of commitment. And this particular woman's attitude is our concern. Her attitude is what we're concerned about. Marcus mentioned, I remember Marcus spoke about spicy women. But the thing about that, Marcus, you never really hear the man that says he likes them spicy from a high functioning successful man. We hear that, but that's a hood term. Oh man, I like them spicy, man. I like when she little hood. I like that's some nigga. That's what hood niggas say. You ain't gonna hear that shit in the C-suites.
They call them what the niggas who like that shit say they pay pigs at that point. And they got other names for the same shit. You know what I'm talking about, Ken. They got other names for the same shit at different class levels.
Yeah. Even speaking on that video, Hink was mentioning that the video is not that important. I don't know, Hink. I think that video is important, man. Hink, you had mentioned that there was a girl in middle school You know, but you know, the thing is, you put the pressure on her, and she didn't like you at first, and by the end of this, you know, the first year of middle school or whatever it was, she ended up being your girl. You know, but that girl in middle school isn't someone that you selected your future with, nor did you gamble your multi-million-dollar career on her. And as a result, she's not here today. You got a queen now that wasn't that girl. And that's why I think it's really important, because what people say, man, and this is what I think like Law is saying and what Trev is saying, what women say, it gives you insight to what they potentially might, and the odds are gonna be later on in life. And you know, I mean, in fact, this is exactly what she's saying in that video with the pajamas. I ain't like, but that's what Zelly said about Tyrese. And we talk about Tyrese and people point fingers at him all day long. Zelly went so far as to say she wanted the homie. But you know, I'll take Tyrese. Of course you will. And all of us, time and time again, say, Tyrese, wake up, because he keeps making these bad decisions. And here we have an opportunity for a young guy who seems to be on the same path as Tyrese. Can we intervene and save him? That's where we are. I know we probably won't be able to, but that's what's so polarizing about this conversation now, you know? And so, Hank, when you say, you know, he ain't going nowhere, Hank, we're not worried about him staying with her. I don't think our concern is about him leaving her. We never worry about the guy leaving. It's her leaving him. You know, the 10 richest men in the world at some point, I forget, I don't know who's on the list now, all divorced except for 2 of them. 8 of the 10 richest men in the world can't keep a woman. So when people like Shannon Sharp on the video that we had when we pre-rolled this episode, I don't agree with brother Shannon Sharp. You know, he's asking us, why do we care? You know, our job is to protect our young. Our job is our job, even in King Talk, is to protect our young, and not because she's black, I think it was him, and you know, it was Shannon Sharp. He was like, because she's not black. No, man, we're upset because of her attitude and how she's treating him. If she was black doing the same stuff that she was doing, we would have the same. We all be pissed off with the black woman.
Shannon,
it doesn't matter.
Can I ask you a question, Shannon? Though,
go ahead.
Because I know you go into this. You ever wonder why there's one thing not ever mentioned in these conversations?
What part? No, well, let me lay it on me, J Speed.
Faith. He don't drink. Wait. He don't drink. He don't smoke. And nobody ever asked him why he don't do none of that. Ain't nobody ever asked him about his spirituality or anything. And regardless of what any of you guys say on this damn panel here, ain't nothing bigger than God, bro. I have seen God change a lot of things in my life. And when I had faith, somebody took a chance on me. I was working in DJing in strip clubs. I wasn't the right man to be a father. Somebody took a chance on me and laid a book in my hand. You know what that book was? It was a book written by Elijah Muhammad. Changed my life. So I'm not saying on his side, he's a Christian. We don't speak about that part. God changes things, bro. I know we want to think we got all the answers to everything, and we know how everything is going to go, and we see things the way it is, and it's okay for us to talk about it. But the problem with us, and I think in this 2024 and 2025 will be, we ain't got no spirituality, bro, and we ain't got no faith. I'm sorry to bring that to the discussion, but that's the way I break it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That I would imagine that's a private affair for him, and he keeps that with his family. You know, so I'm just speaking on the surface level stuff and what we're seeing and why we're having a conversation. It may or may not have God in his life. I have no idea, but I know why I'm upset. You know, I'm upset. You know, and why I'm concerned and why I'm even talking about it is because of what Travis represents. You know, what he represents is what a lot of us share. One, he's a man, you know, and I care about how men are treated and looked at. Two, he's a black man, you know. Three, he's a successful black man. And so when people say, well, what do you care? You know, Shannon was like, well, how much money does he pay in your pocket? It has nothing to do with that. How Travis is treated by proxy is how I'll be treated. And how my sons over there playing Xbox right now will be treated as well. You know, I remember 25 years ago when Will and Jada got married, I was in college. I said, man, they're not going to last. I was wrong. But I didn't know that Will was going to stick it out dealing with the shit that he's dealing with. I was right, but I was wrong, because I figured somebody that was getting treated like Will Smith was getting treated would have left a woman like Jada Smith. Because you could see it sometimes way early on. I was just like, that ain't going to last. And they were like, no, they in love, blah, blah, blah. 25 years later, we're like, damn, Will Smith's still with her, but look what he's gone through.
You can't use
and
that
that's
as
what we
example,
mean by
Shannon, you can't use
well,
that.
Hold on, JSP. Hold on. Let me wrap it up.
Arranged marriage in Hollywood.
Jay, hold on, Jay. Let me finish. I just want to, because I just remember something that that Trev said. Trev mentioned that he was a lick. She has a private Instagram page. I didn't know that she had a OnlyFans page. Did y'all mention? God damn. You know, something that you fellas have experienced is women competing with you. A lot of husbands have wives that compete with some women do not want their men to be successful. Some women don't want their men to get fit. You know, I'm in fitness a lot, right? I try to teach older men how to stay fit. There's a lot of women that say, oh, I love your belly. They'll feed you all this food and they'll keep you fat and sloppy. Women will compete because they want attention these days. And they oftentimes resent their man being the center of attention. And you could see it from a mile away. And I think that's what Trev was talking about. And Kenny's right, because he talked about the prenup.
And I said the same thing. I said jealousy. I remember I typed it in because when you guys showed her during when he was hugging people, you know, shaking hands, and she wasn't happy, to me right there, that's jealousy. She is jealous of the spotlight.
I didn't see that, and I didn't say, because I don't be in the chat. You know, I never read the chat when I'm on the shows. But you right, Akeem. You absolutely right. I mean, and we know, and we've seen it with you know, the wives that say, "Oh, I wish I sometimes." What was it? What's my man's wife that plays on the Golden State? When she was like, "I miss being a
Steph Curry."
Yeah, Steph Curry's wife. You know, that attention thing matters.
Aisha
Curry. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny was right. He brought up the prenup. Prenups can protect the money. But here's the thing, and this is where I align with what Sweeney's talk about. Prenups can't protect your heart. We're not worried necessarily about Travis Hunter's money. I'm sure that he's going to have the people in place, his agent, his mama, his daddy, his coaches, his homies, that's going to protect his money. Ironclad, he's going to be good, but there's nothing that we can do about his heart. I saw some clips where he looked really downtrodden on the field when you saw that she was having an attitude. And Sweeney touched on that, saying, you know, breakups translate to performance. Breakups translate to becoming a drunk. Breakups translate to drugs and bad decisions and speeding on the highway at 2 a.m. And next thing you know, you on the front page, mangled up in a Ferrari somewhere that wrapped around a tree because you was arguing with your girl. I ain't worried about his bread. I'm worried about his mind. And if you got a woman that's not solid with you like that, and she's arguing with you and she's attitude, she's sitting at a press conference mad that ain't nobody pointing the camera at her, and she ready to go, like, why we here? Why you taking, you know, photos with fans and shit? Then, you know, hold on. I mean, we all seen the movie, what was that movie with Jamie Foxx? He's a football player. Any Given Sunday. And he's trying to get his shit together. I got to get these plays right. What the fuck? You want to call my mama? Like, get out of my head. We don't want a young man to be with a woman that's going to fuck his mind up, that ends up fucking his game up, his money. Now he's hurt. He blew a knee out because he's moving differently or looking in the stands to see if she's giving the right approval, if she's clapping, or if she's sitting there with her arms crossed.
So what happens if you walk away right now?
he could focus on what he's supposed to do.
No. You just told me for all that stuff that could happen to him about his mind.
Yes.
Now, if she walk away right now and he feel that she's walking away because of the heat or she mentally couldn't handle it, and it had nothing to do with him, what it does to his mind, then
I would rather. Here's the thing. So we talk about
same thing.
I can answer. Listen. First of all, you guys are right. For Travis, there's nothing we can do. Somebody mentioned fire earlier. You can't explain to people what fire feels like. As much as I like to describe to you what fire feels like, you have to burn yourself to understand. That's just the way that goes. If he was to lose his woman today, because would that fuck up his game? Probably. But I
could he blow out a knee? Could he blow out a knee going through camp? Could he blow out a knee because he's not thinking right?
Yes, it could.
Could he go and play this game right now, their last game they got to play? Could he go out there and probably break his neck?
Yes.
If that girl walk away from him right now, if he do what we wanted him to do?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's your answer. Yeah, the answer is yes, it could. And I would rather him get that over with now at 20 fucking years old than 30 or 40 or something that's going to dig in deep and trench him, ruin all his fucking future, maybe add some kids to that. Now they're fucked up. I can give you a way worse scenario if she loses, if she walks away in 10 years, J Speed, than if she walks away right now because they've been together for 2.
But what I'm saying
I'd rather this version of him being sad than the future version.
Shannon, but what I'm saying is,
I heard what you're saying, Jay. I'm telling you,
I'd
I would
rather for
rather
him
this
to get
version than that
listen,
version.
I got it. But I would rather for him to get tired of her versus him feeling like he messed up on a relationship because of public perception versus he got tired of her.
Well, I'm not saying public perception is not going to make him break up. We know that.
No,
I said,
okay, listen what I'm saying is.
Hey, Jay, I got a question for you before you go on. Jay, I got a question for you before you go on.
Okay, I'm not going to go on long. I'm going to land this chopper.
Okay.
What I'm saying, Shannon, if she just get up and walk away right now, this man got one more game, right? He got a bowl game, right? He ain't focused. Go out there and fuck himself up.
Okay.
What do we say then? What do we say?
No number 1 pick, no money, and NIL deals go out the window.
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd rather him fuck up at 10 and 20 years from now, because at least he got his check. Then he'll lose it now.
Thank God that none of y'all is named Rich Paul.
But I'm just saying though.
But y'all keep calling out other people don't have nothing to do with Travis. Not the mindset, not the person that he is. Y'all keep bringing up all these examples, and not one example you brought up tonight. You talk about Hollywood arranged marriage. Will Smith know what camp he was in. His wife know what camp she was in. When they got together, it was a damn arrengement. So let's don't even use that as an example.
But Jay, let me ask you. So listen, I got you, Jay. I got you. Here's the thing. When us men, we talk about probabilities, not possibilities. That's what we do. Women talk about possibilities, but we over here, we use numbers. And so my thing is this. I don't know any young ever in any professional sport, baseball, NFL, basketball, golf, soccer, pick a sport and go back 30 years, pick them all, that fucked up their game because they broke up with their high school sweetheart. But I do know a landslide of motherfucker.
Leon Smith.
I know a landslide of motherfuckers. Listen to me. I know a landslide of motherfuckers that fucking lost it as a result of shit happening in the middle of the season or at the end of the season or at the end of their career.
But
we know that.
Leon Smith was a
we don't
NBA
hug
first round
people
draft
of the
pick
opposite.
straight out. Leon Smith was the NBA first round draft pick straight out of high school from King High School in Chicago. He was dating a girl, Cappy Poindexter. She's a WNBA player as well. While she was still in high school, they broke up. He ended up stalking her, getting a criminal stalking charge, and bringing a gun to the thing. He ended up getting booted out the league based off of that breakup.
Second rule is we don't hug people of the opposite gender.
And we don't greet people with the opposite gender.
No,
like
it's not that.
If it's like a say for instance, it's a waiter that's a female. Leanne talks to them. But if it's a dude, if it's a male that's a waiter,
He talks to them. That is true.
Yeah.
But it's only if like they're rude. Yeah. It's not like so like if a woman were to come up to Travis and only speak to Travis and ignore me, then it's like disrespectful. Yeah. If they come and they speak to him first and then they say to me like it's fine, but like we don't play that. Okay, I'm only talking to him. I'm not talking to her. Vice versa. He's only talking to me. He's not talking to him. That's a rule in our relationship.
Hey, Shannon, you want to know why you never heard of somebody before then? Like, if they coming out of high school? Because don't nobody give a fuck after they blow out their knee. Of course you don't hear about it when they already a multi-millionaire. Because now
you hear about it. You know why.
So people blowing out their knee because they had a breakup. That sounds crazy. But all right, so I heard the faith argument right here, and I think that's crazy because for one, that is not a woman of God, and secondly, what the hell would we tell women about faith? When this dude come in and he broke, we're gonna say choose better. When this dude come in, he's a cheater, we're gonna say, oh, choose better. We're not gonna tell her to have faith. We're not gonna say, oh, this dude got 3 baby mothers. I think I'm going to have faith in him now that I won't just be the 4th. He's going to make an honest woman out of me. That's complete garbage. And we don't tell women like that. We never advise women like that because it's silly. So we can't talk about faith when people are showing you who they are. Why would you take a chance on faith with somebody who is showing you these red flags like crazy and you literally going to have your pick of the litter? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't believe you can disagree with me all you want to, but as you going as far as said, it don't make any sense. I'm pretty sure you don't know anything about historical events that happened because that's just the way life is. You can have one person have faith and the other person don't give a damn about faith. So that has nothing to do with Travis, his faith. So that's what I'm trying to say to y'all is we all agree that she's doing things, she's moving in ways that we would not call good conduct. Matter of fact, she's way off the hook. We can all agree along with that. I don't think nobody up here is giving her a pass. But the only thing I've been thinking about since I've been up here is thinking about who he is versus who she is. Is he stronger than her?
You gave her a pass.
One way to destroy yourself as a man is this, right? One way to destroy yourself as a man is to marry a woman based on faith. You destroy yourself as a man because I got to tell you, you can't operate on that's when it comes to longevity, like something that has to do with a long time. You use your logic, not faith. I have a question for you, Jay. Would you want to?
Wait a minute. I just want to before you.
You remember I told you before that I had a question for you, right?
I know you know. Before you over pursue that, if that was the case, brothers and sisters, who's listening to this now in the future, our parents would have gave up on us a long time ago by some of this conduct that we carry ourselves as.
Yeah, you just trying to be performative.
No. I'm not trying to look, man. You don't know me. You don't know me from a can of paint. If you really want to know me, my name is Askil Muhammad. All right? So I'm into faith.
When it comes to faith, faith is something you faith is something you I haven't finished yet. You just cut me off earlier. Faith is something you practice. What? It's not something you exercise when it comes to a woman. Business. You don't go into business, say, I'm going to go into this business and put $5 million of my money in faith. You're going to lose your money and lose it so bad that you're not going to recover even a penny. Well, you don't operate in faith.
Shut down
when it comes, I'm coming. When it comes to relationship, because guess what? That is why.
Shut down Wall Street then.
Okay, that is why when you come to Wall Street, there are people that invest money and there are people that buy company. There are people that invest in stock and people that buy company, that own shares of company. Guess who makes money? People that buy shares of company, not people that buy stock. But let me go back to what I was going to ask you, Jay, before I forget. Jay, would you rather live with a heartbreak for 1 year? Or do you want to live with a child for 18 years with child support? Which one do you want? Heartbreak for 1 year or 18 years of paying child support or 21 if you're in New York or after the child is done with
25
college?
Pay child support regardless.
25 in California.
25 in California.
So if you pull
So
it
which
out,
one do you want to live with?
wait. If you pull it out and you stick it in, you shouldn't be surprised if a rabbit be coming
Okay,
out
but
between
I'm
your
just
legs.
saying, when somebody's saying
So
don't
I'm
operate in
just saying
faith
that
but
too.
operate in logic, logic tells you to live 1 year with heartbreak, and faith tells you to stay 25 years with a child support.
Again, we can make up all this stuff.
Got his ass
I'm not going to answer the
He
question.
got cooked.
The reason I'm not going to answer the question is because I said it from the beginning. If it was just the way y'all say it is, she would have been pregnant 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
And
Well,
and
I'm with you on that one, JP. I'm not saying that she's the brightest. I'm not saying that she's the brightest star or the sharpest knife in the tool shed. J Speed, I agree. I don't think that she probably, I don't think she's on no Brittany Renner, psychological. Let me put this dude in a position, but I think she just got a dude that like her. She I mean, look at her. So I'm with you on that one. She ain't scamming and scheming, and I think she locked him in. And she knows she locked him in, and that's it. And like you said, she'd probably be pregnant. But I know one thing, he proposed to her within 2 years. And he's ready to jump the broom, and I don't know how that's going to go.
And not only that, Shannon, she wants to go to a place where pre-nuts is not even recognized.
Wait, say that again?
The way he's going to get married at, pre-nuts is not even recognized as law.
So all that noise you were doing is performative.
What?
Hey, Kenny, I don't know if you got the short man syndrome because you're halfway down through the camera, but your points are not valid, man.
Okay. Hey, Trev, something though? When you sit there and say it's a red flag, yeah, it's a red flag for all of us, but it's not a red flag for him. And the reason why, because his girlfriend reminds him of his mother. His mother's the same way. His mother's the same way, and so he don't see what she's doing as a red flag. He doesn't see it as that because he sees her mother in her.
Hank, I completely agree with you like that. I think that he is completely green when it comes to women. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten mixed up with a broad like that, first off. And secondly, I think he's absolutely going to execute and marry her. But I also agree that it's all wrong, and it's not
we
gonna
really
work.
judging this girl off of 3 videos, bro?
Yes.
We said a broad like that as if we have 17 years of knowledge of this chick.
I've seen enough.
We got 3 videos of her.
I've seen enough. Would you agree? All right, okay, Sweetie. Let me ask you a couple questions then. If it's all that, would you agree that she does not know how to behave in public?
Yeah, but most of us don't know how to behave in
yes
public.
Yes or no? No, wrong.
No, most of us don't know how to behave in public.
Wrong again.
Most of us don't know how to behave in public.
Would you agree that she doesn't look at him in a certain light?
How the fuck would I know that?
What kind of panel is
on the video for her to say that he's not my type?
He wasn't her type at first.
Sweeney, you really doing this?
Hold on, wait. Let me answer his question. You said a video of her saying that he wasn't her type.
Yep.
To everybody's credit, Hink done said it. Akene done said it. I think
He's talking about grade school.
We've all encountered a girl.
Which one of y'all married a person that was not your type? Which one of y'all married a woman who was not your type?
How would you know what she told her girlfriend? How would you know what she told her girlfriend or aunt?
Because she said it. It came out of her mouth.
She was bold enough to say it. She was bold enough to say it.
Okay, so
which one of y'all brothers is currently with a woman? Or is currently married to a woman who publicly said that you wasn't her type?
Kenny,
curious. Wait.
Kenny P.
We'll wait.
Yeah, yeah, y'all know.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh man, look, I'm just saying here, like, I get it.
It seems like you being devil's advocate at this point, man, because I truly don't believe you think this is a good idea.
No,
to
me, I don't care one way or the other. I personally don't care one way or the other.
I think
It's
you
his
misread
girl
it
and
right
his
now.
relationship. I wanted to simply talk about the fact that I wanted to talk about what Jay Speed and Shannon talked about let's assume that what Shannon said is true, that this man's mind and heart is in it, and this can fuck up his life if shit goes wrong, right? I would much rather he experience that after he gets his bag than before he gets his bag. Because if he blows out a knee, he gets a concussion, he loses his opportunity now, that opportunity don't just come back around easily. Next thing you know, he's going on team to team trying to make the squad rather than being the number 1 overall pick.
That ain't how that go though.
Use a numbers, man.
That's not how that go when you got a
He
teammate.
can get valid.
I said
We forget about
assume
all
that what Shannon said is true. That's
Sweeney,
what I'm
use a
saying.
numbers, man. Use a numbers, man. So let's look back. Okay.
What part of
let's
assume
look
what
back
Shannon said is true?
Okay, so
We're not
well,
basing this off of reality.
Okay,
at
so
this
I see
point.
what you're trying to do. You don't want to entertain it?
No,
Since you
because
like-
because
since you like doing
we're
numbers.
entertaining
No,
a
you don't
hypothetical
want to
that Shannon
entertain it because
position.
you know what I'm gonna do.
What you gonna do?
Okay,
ahead,
so
bro.
here's it. You like pulling out numbers. What's
Go
the
ahead.
what's the percentages of guys that off a heartbreak went and did something stupid and threw away in the NBA and NFL and the MLB, or let's just say NFL, that they threw it all away because they had a heartbreak? Do you have the numbers on that by any chance?
I don't know, but Tiger Woods, OJ, Mike Tyson, I can just keep naming off a couple.
Hold on, wait.
That
Hold on.
what?
I know
That
the
threw it
question. Hold
all
on, wait.
away?
No, I know the question that he's asking. I got
Yes,
it, Jay.
I
know
just
the question
named
that he's
some.
asking.
No,
I already. Hold on. I know the question that you asked.
We're trying to that
Hold on, wait.
they did that
You
later
talking
in the career, Jay
Yeah,
Speed.
you
That's
talking
what
about
we're
But
before
they
it
did
got
do it, right,
started.
Shannon?
You talking about before it got started? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm pretty sure it's a lot. There's a reason
name
why.
them. Name five.
There's a
Name five off your head.
You don't know them because don't nobody care about them
So
once
you
they
don't have
fuck
the
up.
numbers to substantiate. So you sound like DJ So Lovely.
And that's why I said your question didn't matter because we were going off a hypothetical situation where we were talking about a person.
I am not
Hold on, wait.
assuming.
Yes, we are. Because I
You
already
are
told
assuming. I'm not playing that
exactly.
game.
So why are you asking me a question based on numbers when we are assuming that something that Shannon positioned that is a hypothetical that this dude knows is so wide open that it will fuck his life up if he breaks up with this girl or she breaks up with him. That's what we were going off of.
Because Honey Hips, if you want to play the antagonist within
so
this
Kenny,
discussion, we can play that game.
So Kenny, what you just asked does not make any goddamn sense.
Which
because
part?
The part where you're asking me about numbers because we were already going off a hypothetical situation. We're not talking about a real situation.
Wait,
Kenny, let me respond to him because he was asking about me and Jay Speed's conversation. So, Swing, this is what I think Kenny is trying to say. There is no, it is we are in fantasy land. This is all hypothetical. We don't really know. You know, you probably assume it. Maybe it's a lot more than has actually said it, but he just act like his knee got blew out, or he act like he was wilding out in the locker room, but he was really mad that his girlfriend broke up or whatever. Even Marcus gave us a real life example of when that actually did happen. My thing is this though. Most of the men up here can't even remember all the women that you fucked 20 years ago. You can't think of if you saw her, you wouldn't remember her fucking name. Most of us don't even hang out or talk to some of our homies or friends from the neighborhood or people that we've been with or known back in the day. Now, when we raise young people today, we tell people, you're not going to be friends in 10 years. I know that you think that y'all riding out and you're doing TikTok dances together and you kicking it and you hanging out. But do you know how you're not even half as close as I was with my homie that I don't even call once a year anymore? What happens is when you're young, your mind is so much absorption and things that you're learning and moving that you can snap back and learn and move on to other shit fast. So if you get into a relationship with a girl, you're going to be hurt. And this is why Kenny was saying, what would you rather have, 1 year or heartbreak? I would say 1 month or 2 months for a college superstar who just got into the NFL, who got a locker room full of a bunch of other rookies and young guys and hotels full of bitches that's trying to suck his dick and parties to go to. That breakup's going to be real quick that heartbreak is going to be over real quick for a young guy.
So
but the recovery, listen to me. I know what you're saying. You'd rather have him do it now because he might hurt himself instead of later. But we also know how many older people, men particularly, get destroyed later because they're so fucking invested in their family. This is a Kenny's example again. Kids, child support, alimony, paying bitches, so on and so forth. We looking at Dre and Michelle don't want to move out of a house of an ex-boyfriend because she's pregnant with the young cat right now. And he's like, man, bitch, get up out my house. He bought the whole house for her. Now he's like, man, get up out of there. I didn't want you there. Send her an eviction notice. We move on quick. We move on quick, Sweeney. And so my thing is, say, I get it. It's a fantasy example, and we can't really quantify this argument. But just think about what you would rather your son do. Remove the world. What if you had a son that was getting ready to go and you saw a gold digging woman? Think about the Ball brothers and how and Alonzo and think about how the father was thinking, like, yo, don't do this. Listen to me. And how we were saying, we know what we would rather them boys do. Focus on your game right now, man, because you don't know what we know because we've been down that road, and that's all we're saying. That's why I'm trying to tell Shannon Sharp, because Shannon was like, yeah, you know, I told my son, if you like her, I love her. I was like, really? As a dad, you gonna if your son just come, you gonna just let him, you know, just he could bring home whoever the fuck he want? You're not gonna. So my thing is, as a father, Sweeney, are you gonna make sure, or would you rather your son have a heartbreak now and then get his head into the fucking game?
Right,
and
so
make sure he locks in his career. Or would you rather him invest into a woman who you potentially can see can be a problem later, but now she's contractually bound and she got kids with him bound that way, so her clause is deep in, and he got to deal with whoever she decides to become later on because you wanted him to just be happy in his rookie year.
All right, so I'm gonna answer your question, but I got to answer it based on the hypothetical that we provided before. This was under the assumption that we're talking about a dude whose nose is so wide open that a breakup will fuck his life up. That's what we were saying, because we used the potential later on. And we're saying that potentially, if that shit happens later, it can happen right now if she walks away from him.
Got it.
If I knew that breakup would fuck his life up to where it would screw up his chances of making the NFL, he'd go out there and blow a knee out because his head ain't in the game. If I knew that was a very real possibility, this is an assumption, I would say, hey, don't worry about, you know what I mean? I would say, get your bag. I would say, hey, look, if this is what it takes for you to, if your mind is so connected to this shit that it'll fuck your life up if you don't do it, I would say, get to the NFL and make your money. Now, if we're going off a real world, obviously the chances of him fucking his life up over a breakup at coming out of college is slim to none. But I'm under the assumption that we're talking about a dude whose nose is so wide open that she will fuck his life up if he broke up with her. That's what I was basing my assumption on. That's why I said get your bag.
So you were
first.
answering based on our fantasy example.
Exactly.
But in reality, you know what you'd probably do. All right, I could dig that. Sweeney.
Heisman Trophy.
So I just,
and they're talking about his girlfriend and you know how she after his money, she playing the long game because she feel like he gonna sign the contract. She just trying to stick around long enough to get a payday. Okay, that's the obvious. And we all have a Travis Hunter in our family or in our friend group. We all know somebody that's dealing with somebody that's no good for them. We all know somebody like that. But everybody's talking about the obvious. Nobody's talking about what's not really being seen, and the simple fact of what he will do to her once he is revealed or he finally realizes that he's been played. And that's hurt her. I'm more afraid and concerned for that girl's safety and her life than I am for him and his broken heart.
yeah, before I even answer to that part, I wanted to say, Shannon, so if you're trying to be there for somebody, like especially a child that you want to make sure you maintain a relationship with, some of this stuff is so sensitive that although you know this is the right way to go about this and you want to tell them move the opposite way, you kind of gently got to nudge. You can't draw a line in the sand and plant your flag and say, hey, don't marry that woman because she's going to be XYZ and expect it to move forward. The relationship going to crash and they might be embarrassed and they won't come back to you for help just because you told them so. They embarrassed about that and don't want to move forward. So I think we all in agreement on what we assume is going to happen with them. But the moving forward is the part that that make it shaky. Like I think the best, in my opinion, the best way is to try and find a way that they ask for the advice versus you just offering it up, because it's gonna come off like you judging them. They don't want to be judged. They already hearing. It ain't like that's gonna be the first time you hear that shit. It's a million niggas making podcast results and all that shit about him. You know what I'm saying? This is his choice at this point. All you can do is really support him. Hey, these the facts. I can't tell you. I know what I would do, but you your own man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here for you either way. But I don't want to. I don't want this result to happen. But if this is what has to happen, know that I'm still gonna be your father and I'm still gonna be there. People usually.
I agree. I wouldn't even give my advice because again, you can't tell that kid nothing. In fact, I think he kept mentioning that he said, or somebody mentioned that he said in his acceptance speech how he overcame adversity. You know, some people, when you tell them they can't do something, that oh really? I can't do what? Okay, cool. Or you think our relationship ain't gonna work? Well, let me show you how it's. So I get it. Don't. You got to be careful on how you even present advice to people or even give it to them unsolicited. That's just that's bad advice in and of itself. I'm simply though, I don't like sugarcoating. We've been sugarcoating. J Speed, no. Anybody here 40 years older, no. We've been sugarcoating motherfuckers for years and the shit just didn't work. So now that's why we're in the drill sergeant mode on telling motherfuckers how shit is. That's why it's almost like, here's the truth. The truth don't care about your feelings, because when we cared about feelings, it didn't work out right. So I'm on some rip the Band-Aid off fast and then deal with the quick pain as opposed to the slow cuts and shit. But again, don't give no unsolicited advice.
You know what my real advice would be to him though? This is what my rip the Band-Aid advice would be to him. Shit hey, you don't know where this relationship is gonna take you. That's the reality of it. She done said some questionable shit. Apparently you still want to marry this girl. My very real advice to him would be, don't let your home life and your off the field fuck up your money. That's the only real advice I can give him. Don't let that shit fuck up your endorsement deals. Don't let that. You protect yourself when it comes to because obviously you're not about to protect his money. So you know what I mean? Just make sure you at least get your money. Don't ever let that get in the way of how you perform on the field. You show up every day to work. You know what I mean? You clear your mind before you get on that field, because once you're there, you got to do what you got to do. Whatever commitments you make, you got to do them. That's the real advice you can give him, because obviously he's not going to listen to me when I say don't marry that girl.
Yeah, I had a teammate, right?
Girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen to y'all, y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages. Yeah, when we was sitting down and I was at my papa shop, we was talking about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there. And that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back. They wanted to go back. Someone wanted to go back to the hotel. Some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything. Y'all want everything for clicks. Like, stop that. That's crazy. Like, y'all hate on me and then y'all go and hate on my girl. Like, bro, I feel the same pain that she feel. We're inseparable, bro. We with each other. Like, she hurting, of course I'm gonna be hurting. If I'm hurting, of course she gonna be hurting.
Don't let that hurt get in your.
Like, y'all, come on, bro.
That hurt get in the way,
That don't hurt, bro. But then again, I'm talking to people that like, go ahead, bro. I don't care. I would rather all y'all leave right now and go send a text message. So when she wake up in the morning, she get on her phone, nothing but positivity, nothing but positive energy.
So Shane.
Yeah, she slumped. You know, you hurt, but you just cry yourself to sleep and you just be gone. Like, so she drunk like OD amount tonight for no reason.
Bruh.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
No, she's asleep. She's gone. She'll be up in the morning. Where can they send messages at? Discord.
Bro.
7 people typing letters. That's cool. That's
God
good.
damn it.
Appreciate it.
What did you send me, stupid?
That'd be the best sleep. It does. I only have to go to sleep. No sad. It's kind of hard. It's hard on me because I can't even help her. Like,
Okay, I'm going
So,
to.
so Shan, I had a
man.
teammate, bro, that when I transferred to the school, his girlfriend, when he was high and asleep, went to his phone and got my number out the phone and started trying to text me. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? She, woo, I'm so-and-so girl. I'm like, how can I help you? She was like, shit, I just thought you was cute and just wanted to see what's up. Oh, wait, what? I tell the nigga the next day in practice. What you think he did? Just out of curiosity. What you think he did?
He dropped 60 in the next game. No,
that nigga know better.
No, Shannon, I want to finish
he stayed. Hold on, JP. Let me just tell him the rest of it. He stayed with her. She went around the campus and told all the other girls, this lame ass nigga exposed me to my man. Took the L right there. And then the nigga didn't want to pass me the ball. Didn't want to pass me the ball. That shit for the birds. I'm not getting people shit like that. That shit ain't gonna end well for you or them.
Yeah, it's one of those you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. And I think that was Sweeney's point. I think that was Jay Speed's point as well. Listen, if she was to fucking leave him today, would he fucking make another touchdown? Whatever. I don't watch sports, so I don't even know what the fuck position he plays. But would he be as good as he would be if she was in the crowd happy and rooting him on? She might fuck his shit up today if she leaves. Things might go bad if things go wrong. Just your boy, when he realized that his girl wanted you, this nigga took that to the court. He wouldn't pass you the ball. He stayed with the bitch. And then the chick went around and told everybody that you was lame because you did all of this. But listen, the reality is, one, he probably didn't need to be on the team to begin with. Two, it's gonna happen.
Nah, he was nice. I can't hold that nigga head gang.
That nigga was nice.
Shannon. I'm about to leave, but I don't want to leave with this because, just like I said, I don't been so up and down on this situation, and I thought it through. But I was thinking, as I was saying, that what would happen when she leave, and I was thinking about another part of this. Up to this point, Shannon, what we don't see with her has been, 3 or 4 videos? He's been living with it for regardless of 5 years or 3 years, whatever you said, and he's happy with it. It bounces off him. So what I'm saying is to take that and her to walk out now, we say it's cheaper to keep her and all that other kind of stuff back in the day. But what I'm saying is when you're emotionally involved with somebody, your money don't count. Nothing count, man. If anybody ever had a heart broke, you understand at the moment you having a heart, your heart has been broken. You can't think. It's almost like a death. When somebody close to you die, and you don't have no appetite, you can't think. So what I'm saying is, regardless of what we think we see from her in public, which we all agreed is bad behavior, he's been going through that and he's okay with it. What happens when she's not there? That's all I'm saying.
I got you, Jay. I got you. I think it's different for younger men than older men. I think us older men, we the ones that crash out and is moping around and dragging our feet and lost the house and lost the kids. I can't see my son. All my money gone. I lost my job. Shit is fucked up. And next thing you know, I'm drinking. Kid, young guy, man.
But he's different, Shannon. You got to say the guy's different. If we was talking about somebody, what's that star you?
Yeah, he's invested extra. He's a little extra invested. When she hurt, I'm hurting.
Yeah, but listen what I just said
right now.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Shannon.
Shannon. What's the guy you brought up and made the Coca-Cola commercial? People used to get me confused with his ass anyway when I was younger.
That's a damn lie.
Tyrese?
You're lying. I can show you a picture. I can show you a picture. Hey, look, Kenny. I understand, bro. Don't worry about this. I understand. I seen you before many times in my life. I understand. I'm not your type, and you just be fucking with me. And I don't know why you be fucking with me. I don't know if I look like Flavor Flav, or look like your sister, or somebody, Whoopi Goldberg. I ain't gonna tell you who you look like, right? Last time I seen a head like that, somebody was peeling it back and pissing out of it. Okay, so leave me the fuck alone. But anyway, Shannon, what I'm
Tyrese.
saying,
You talking about Tyrese, Jay,
Tyrese.
from Watts.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
For Watts.
You look like Tyrese.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, he ain't no Tyrese, bro. He ain't no Tyrese.
Neither is you.
Look. I'll tell you right now, Kenny. I see why you got that fucked up camera. You really don't want to have a camera to make you look where you can really see you. I see why you got that camera to look like it was made back in 1970. You really don't want a camera to make you look good because you know you're going to show some fucked up shit. All right? I'm 66 years old. And and me and you was to walk down the street, they choosing me. They ain't choosing your little short ass.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
They choosing me, bro. I'm telling you
That's
right
a
now.
lie. Don't
Look,
worry about that.
I seen small tables taller than you.
How tall am I?
Look where you at, bro. I don't know how tall.
No. How tall am I? You ever met me in public?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how tall you are. You so short, you should be suing the city for making the sidewalk too close to your ass. That's how tall you are.
You know, today I stoop low. I could get a Muslim man to get out of character. You need to go read your stars.
You forgot I was a comedian too, right?
No.
Nobody told you that?
Dry.
No, you can be dry all you want to. But if you was at one of my show, I would wear your ass out. I want you to sit in front.
I sit brown and just watch your lips bleed.
No did it though.
No, I would sit brown and watch your lips bleed. Then I would wait for the accessoride to come pick you up.
Yeah, you okay. You wouldn't last 5 minutes in one of my shows, bro. I'm telling you right now.
You know that sound, right?
I don't know what that sound is. I don't know what that sound is.
Okay.
That might be some shit you and your girl got with vibrators or something. I don't know what the fuck that sound like.
Nah.
It don't sound like anything that I have any experience with.
What the shit?
All this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But with a testimony without a test of faith. So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me. And he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things. But that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being. And that's why we're together. And that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down. Like, the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through, but they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field, and then I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, you know what, like, celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah. Next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you could do what you want. Like, you could sit there. You can go shop. You can come to the hotel. You can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online.
See, you guys were tripping.
Nah, JR, dig this, man. So, number one, she's lying. Y'all know that. I did communications in the military. They taught us certain things. I'm sure you guys know. I wish Trigger Mike was here. He would tell you the same thing. People who are lying tend to talk with their hands more than people that are telling the truth. That's what studies show. Making hand gestures is a potential indicator of deception. Another thing is she clearly has main character syndrome. She wants the attention, and this is, Travis gave me permission to say this. That's bullshit. What would make a woman who feels you aren't her type because you're a cheater suddenly become okay with a guy who's a cheater and now she's her type? Can help me understand that. This is why I'm concerned, because one, I'm concerned about another young black man that's coming up that could potentially represent a whole generation of black men and could get destroyed by a woman who's, explaining to us that we actually saw the video and heard the audio and looked at the attitude and the body language. Don't try to explain your way out of that shit because you were at this and he was only talking to the people that was working and the fans that already left. I don't want to hear none of that. I watched the video. We watched it and we saw the video when you had the big furry hat on and the matching fur coat and the attitude you was giving him and the argument that he had in his complete attitude change after we watched it. You act like this is some speculation.
Hey, Shan, you talking with your hands, bro?
Yeah, on purpose. I'm mimicking. I'm doing that.
I'm just messing with you. But because, I mean, I disagree. I talk with my hands, man. So I don't know how real that one is.
You be lying, Rob. That's because you be lying.
Never.
I think we would all agree that she was lying, though.
It was
She
the
was
hair for
lying.
me. Yeah, you know. But hey, I'll keep it real. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell a young brother, look, watch out for the red flags because we all see them. She doesn't present well. You know what I'm saying? That could be an issue down the line, young brother. Do what you're going to do anyway because that's what we know you're going to do what you want to. So all I can do is give you the game, say, hey, I see some things that don't look right. Do what you're going to do.
Well,
Listen,
only thing
he's
I
gonna do
know,
what he's gonna do.
only thing I
He-
know if there's some drones over the football field when they play the last game, everybody go accuse her of doing it and flying them. That's all I know.
What is scary?
Everybody that's talking about this Travis, because who gives a shit about y'all? Don't nobody knows. Likely none of us will ever meet him in life. We don't know him. He has his own. We are speaking. Travis Hunter is representing your nephew. That's all it is. That's the reason why this is we're having this. Travis Hunter is representing your nephew. Is representing your son right now.
My grandson.
And that's what. And when you see Travis Hunter moving like that, you are thinking about a young guy that you know and love personally, and was wondering, could he be in this same situation? Not necessarily the millionaire thing. We're not even tripping on them. Again, we're not tripping on the money part. Is this a woman that could potentially destroy the heart and mind and motivation, because the woman that you select is your success or your failure in life is largely dependent upon who you pick as a woman, or what woman you pick. And so when we look at Travis, we're looking at our young guys in our own lives, and we're saying, damn, is our young guys gonna listen to me who know better, or are they gonna do what Travis is doing? And then I got to be there to clean up the mess, because we are sick of giving "I told you so" speeches. We just sick of giving it, man. And it's young football, basketball player after the next. I think we got what's the girl that just had the kid with Trayvon? Is his name Trayvon Diggs? Who's the dude that just had a baby? The NFL player that had a baby with Bow Wow and Future's baby.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, him. It's just and I think it was what's the name that told him so. We're like, how many "I told you so" speeches do we got to give?
Shannon, how long did it take Robin Givens to mess up Mike Tyson's life, bro?
The reality is, they may stay together for fucking 80 years, and we all look like idiots today. I pray that I eat my words. I hope if he selects this woman, that their relationship flourishes, they're head over heels in love, because that's what happened with because everybody thought that Kobe and his girl was, what are you doing, Kobe? That's what happened then. And Kobe, and despite the fact that Kobe did what he did at the hotel with the young girl and all of that, they stuck it out, and it's seemingly, at least, he had beautiful children. That relationship flourished. I'd rather be wrong than give another "I told you so" speech. It just seems that we give more "I told you so" speeches than we are actually wrong about what we see when we see red flags.
Let's assume. What if she's telling the truth though?
I hope so. That's the whole point. If she's telling the truth, then fuck all of everybody that had all the naysayers and the detractors, and they're gonna have a wonderful life together.
Because I mean, she is right. We is judging this off of 1 7-second clip and after the first game.
Yeah,
and,
but it's
about an 8-second clip of her talking to him saying, "So do you want me to be here? Or do you want me to go over there?"
It's too many clips. That's the whole thing. It's so that's
we can make anybody look bad with 8 seconds. If I could clip anybody for 8 seconds and make them look like the shittiest person on the planet.
But there's just some contradictory things about her saying she wants a man who honors God, but you got an OF page. Stop it.
It doesn't line up.
It's not adding up.
You
bro.
guys are pushing me to say something about a football player. But guess what? I don't want to put my business at risk. No, that football player is my customer. So I'm just gonna say something, but I'm not gonna release no name. So there is this football player, right? I'm not gonna say the name of the city. because everybody know the case. So he is a guy that I believe that so many people have told him to get away from this girl, and he won't get away from her. And the thing is this: I was in my, I have a car service company that deal with a lot of celebrities and business people. So one time they hired my company to move this chick and her mom around. And they've been in the news for domestic violence and stuff. He is somewhere out in the East Coast, so I'm going to give you guys close to that. So he then went somewhere here in the South, right? And trying to buy a house, which my company took them the whole day looking for this house, right? But the thing about it is that there is a child involved. She has 2 kids already. So there is a child involved, a third child. And this child has no resemblance of this guy, this NFL player. And right in my transportation, she was discussing all about how she had sex with another guy. And when I looked up that guy, that child actually looks more of that guy. But why are you, as a man, buying a house for a girl that just had your baby and the baby don't look like you? No resemblance of you. You dark skinned, the baby's light skinned. Your head is straight up, the baby's head is big.
So Akide,
So what I'm trying to say in instance, yeah, what I'm trying to say in
this happened
instance,
this happened a whole lot. Like a lot of
yeah,
people be like savants when it comes to certain shit. Like a lot of like athletes, they be savants and have like absolutely no street smarts and no like. If I the story I was talking about that happened at one of my teams, that's not the first time that's happened. It's literally happened at every team I played on. It might not have been me, but a situation like that happened, and them niggas responded the same exact way. Another time, one of the player's girlfriend fucked the opposing team. He came
and
and
this
gave
is
her
exactly
30.
the
That
same
nigga averaged
thing.
17 and
Opposing
scored
teammates.
0. He scored 0. She wore his chain to school, and the nigga scored 0 on his last game of the season that we ever played. And we ended up losing. We supposed to win the city that year. Like this shit been happening. These niggas been soft behind these women. This shit. The only thing you really could do is maybe become their friend where they cool enough where they'll unleash and let your ass know everything. You can't judge them, and you gotta give them what you would do and don't judge them. Other than that, they ain't trying to hear none of that shit, and they gonna excommunicate your ass. And it consistent or try, or if they active like that, they might try and want to get real active about this shit. Like, man, don't be talking about like Buddy was saying, don't be talking about her. You insulting him at this point, and niggas be more fragile over their kids and their wives and their girlfriends than they do over themselves. Like you gotta just know when you picking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this: as far as her OnlyFans account, we don't actually know how true that shit is, because the only source that we have is some nigga on Twitter, and his whole Twitter account is gone, who said that he discovered that she had an OnlyFans account. And
But did she deny it?
Well, I don't know if she denied it or not.
You really know she even heard the rumor.
Yeah, she heard the rumor because I heard that she's trying to go after him. But I don't think she denied it. She just mad it was exposed.
You really trying to make like loopholes for what we see in real time to be delusionary. You must be a Jedi. You gonna do that? Listen.
But no, what I'm saying is that if our only source is a Twitter person, the only thing we should probably verify a whole lot more to assume that she has an OnlyFans account than because if somebody, all right, think of it this way. We're making our judgment off of she has an OnlyFans account, but our only source is some dude on Twitter whose account don't even exist anymore.
Actually, we're not. We're making a basis on what this person is within the entirety of the conversation, not just points that you pick at, not just 8 to 6 second snippets.
Well, Trey Smooth definitely just mentioned, he was like, plus seriously, she has an OnlyFans account, which I think that is an extremely big red flag, but that's only if it's true. And then even with the clips, there's still only 8-second clips. Any of us can take 8 seconds of somebody and make them look like the worst person on the planet.
But do you guys understand?
would.
But do you guys, Kenny, check this out. Do you guys know that a lot of these NFL players that their girls are ex Holyfans? Like the same girl that I just told you guys right now was ex Holyfan. A lot of NFL guys that we pick up here, we deal with, right? Their girlfriends, man. I got to tell you something that you guys don't understand. Their girlfriends, when you see them in real life, some of these girls, you won't even give them a time of day. I'm telling you
It's
for
not
real.
even just OnlyFans though, because before OnlyFans and softcore was all the thing, it's niggas who, and it ain't just athletes, it's niggas who will run a train, be the last person in the train, and fall in love with the girl at the train, and have a baby by her. This should be, it's been happening. Like this ain't no new, you know what I'm saying? Like it's some people just built like that. What I will say is most of the people that I seen with shit like that happen, it be trauma when in regards to their family life, where like, so say they was in foster care and they never had a real active mother or father, and they was like wards of the state. Them be the guys that normally, in my from my life experience, be crashing out over women that put them in the worst situation, that don't love them, that can like really manipulate and use them. I done had 2 homies die behind shit like that, just because they trying to do what she needed or required, and put themselves, and the girl completely fucked up girls, but they be latching on to whatever love they could get, and then they don't want to let that shit go because the way they experienced love earlier, and maybe his father being locked up might have something to do with how he views being in people's lives and being there for him, right? Because I heard somebody was saying he was a real team player, like he was gonna look out for the rest of the people on his team. So, but in doing that, that sounds like somebody that's concerned about holding people who held him down. You know what I'm saying? Back to the initial point that she was there from before he had it. Whether we believe she was going to win with it like that, that might be the logic that he running with, like Jay Speed was saying. Never, nigga, never, my guy, never.
He said you was a caboose.
No, never, my guy, never.
You might well stuck your foot in a bucket.
Hey, matter of fact, Mary, why he from the city? Look, I see the homie Mary why Thomas. He from the city, he from Chicago. He know I get down. He'll tell you I've been having this shit cracking. I just see him in the chat.
Engineer. So
had the city cracking.
But hey, Shannon, regardless of whatever we say, look, I think we all want to help the young man to see something that we are seeing. But up to this point, this motherfucker is snatching balls that the average motherfucker can't catch with nobody on him. And it ain't hurting his game. So I don't want her to do anything to hurt his game, bro. I would hate to see her walk out of his life now just before he's going to get started. Because we know it only took Robin Givens 1 year to ruin Mike Tyson's life.
Would you
1
stop
fucking
that?
year.
Are you Jay? Are you advocating that the guy marries a stripper, an ex-stripper? Is that what you're advocating?
No, but no, wait. Let me just say about that. As me as a DJ in Georgia, as working in some of the biggest strip clubs in Georgia, back in the 80s. When you work in a strip club, and especially Cheetah 1, Cheetah 2, Cheetah 3, you have to be licensed. So there will be a record of her working in the strip club. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's government.
She didn't deny it when it was said.
No, I heard. I ain't heard her say she worked in one. I don't know, but I know there's a paper trail if you work in a strip club in Georgia.
All right, we're going to close this out, man. So folks can
Don't
to
get
bed.
that.
What they got to do. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am. What is?
Oh shit,
ma'am. Can you look at me? No, man. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Wait.
God damn.
So what did? Hey, excuse me, ma'am. What is? Jesus. Ma'am, can you look at me? No, man, don't look at me. Don't look at
Wait. Wait.
Oh,